I don't do drugs. I don't.
You will in the future, though.
Besides love. Love is the greatest drug.
Shut up with your cringe ass. Look at this guy, bro. He thinks he's so funny you can't even...
We're not fighting. We're lovers. No way. wait. Sometimes I think about like basic logic, and I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot sometimes.
Yeah.
Hence the name International Idiots. And we're rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another week of International Idiots. I am your co-host, Hariz, alongside the other co-host,
Mr. Daniel Shapano. We would like to welcome you back. I know you just said that, but welcome back, baby. Like
another week, another hour of just good ass content. You know, the chemistry's flowing, the setup is just upgraded every week.
Exactly.
We have our own
quality,
mics,
baby.
Oh wow, it's just.
We're actually in the process of getting this logo made on a poster,
Yeah.
you know, so we can hang it up and it's just gonna be.
Hey, merch coming soon. Merch coming soon,
baby. You think people would buy our merch if we actually, you know, like...
If we made it nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, like...
Like, I stitched and shit.
Yeah, if
I want
it's
to manifest
stitched,
that right now, bro. Like, think about it. Like, you know, like 5 years down the line, we actually... Like, it, bro, we'll make it, like, we're not going to put International Idiots on a fucking t-shirt, you know? But, like,
you have to be low-key
it would be,
with
like, I, like, in, like, cursive stitching,
I,
you know?
Captain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
you know?
I think we would buy it, but, like, it...
But what type of merch? Would we be more, like, athleisure, or do you think we'd go down the line?
What the fuck? What, like, we don't talk... Like, we're not a fucking, like, fitness podcast, you know? We're, like, a fucking anything
Yeah. So we could just be, like, anything, like, you know, like, casual, like, clothing, yeah.
Yeah, you know?
We could
like,
have our, like, little sports, you know? Because, I
Yeah.
mean, look at us, bro. Some fit motherfuckers. I mean, even through this hoodie, like, I'm still, like, jeez.
All right.
out of it.
Relax.
Yeah.
Someone's getting a little too big for the boots.
No, I mean, shit, getting too big for my clothes, bro. You know?
Ooh,
The gains are just, like those white jeans of mine, bro. My quads are, like, pushing them out, bro. You
They
know?
need to build, like, bigger...
I think that's when I
quad.
realized I was like, shit, like, I'm actually making, like, proper, like, gains.
Yeah.
Like, if these jeans used to be kind of, like loose, like, I took filling out my clothes to, like, the next level. It's just, you know? But that's just kind of, like, what I aspired to do when I went into the gym, you know? So, speaking of, like...
What do you aspire out of the gym?
Like, life aspirations?
Yeah. Let's get deep for a second.
I mean, honestly, my life's aspirations would be, like... I've always been an individual who I know, like, I hate taking orders. I can't, like, I just... And I was thinking about it the other day, actually. I was like, why? Like, why? Like, what is it that, like, led me to this, like, mentality of, like, kind of, like, fuck you to, like... Not authority, but, like, yeah, like, authority in a sense. Like, why should...
Man wants to be a protester, bro.
Bro, why? No, but my...
Go to Hong Kong, bro.
I mean, shit, dude. I'll probably end up in, like, some Chinese gulag if I do, you know? Like, damn.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyways, like, I think it stemmed back to, like, like school. When, like, I just felt like all the teachers at school, like, had it out for our group for some reason. Like, they really...
I feel like that applies to just any, like, troublemaker group.
Yeah.
We were the troublemakers. Like, who, if we weren't the troublemakers, who,
no, we definitely
who were?
We definitely were. We definitely were.
We're the
like,
fucking little shits that would fucking do some crazy shit or,
but
like,
it's
piss
like,
off the teachers.
But it came
like,
to the point where, like, it was, like, so bad, like, especially with certain teachers, and, like, I'm not going to name any names, but it was, like, how on like, remember on our school trip, like, how is every single person in the grade, like, this is just straight discrimination at this point, where every single person in the grade got their desired roommate of choice. Remember that? Like, when you sign up for your roommates, you know, like, on any school trip, you're like, who do you want to room with, you know?
Yeah.
Let's say me and you want to room together.
Yeah.
At the time, it was me, Bryce, and Ben.
Okay.
Every single person in the grade got their desired roommate, like, of choice, except for the three of us.
Who'd you get? Just some random, like, another kid in the grade?
Yeah, like, they split the three of us up and put us with, like, and the only other people who got fucked were the people that we, like, got put with us.
Damn.
You know? Like, that's just straight targeting, bro. Like, it's obvious. We tried to beat, like when we were doing that raft building activity, we tried to build the same raft. Be on the same group. They're like, nope, you here, you here.
Yeah, I realized.
I'm like, bro, that is literal targeting. Like, so I think it was, like, that at that moment where I was like, dude, like, who the fuck is this guy to, like, do that to me. Like, why, like, and it made me really think of, like, dude, in the future, like, I don't want to have to deal with a boss like that at work, in the office, when he's like, hey, like, do this, and, like, why? Like, what do you have over, like, okay, you've been here for one more year than me. Nice. Like, fuck that, you know? So for me, I felt that, like, it really developed my mindset towards, like, I want to have control over my own life. I want to have, like, I just developed more of, like, an entrepreneurial spirit in my head, you know? Like, I know I'd rather, like, I know it's going to be more work. It's going to be way more work, but I know, like, every bit of work I do directly benefits me and those around me. You know, like, I'm not going to be sitting in an office doing dirty work to make someone else rich. That's my biggest fear. Like, if I'm going to work, I'm damn sure going to reap the rewards. No one else, you know, besides whoever I want to reap the rewards is going to reap the rewards, you know?
Am I included?
Nah, I don't know. Nah, of course, bro. You're co-host on a podcast with me, bro.
Aye.
You
I
know?
just want to make sure,
You
bro.
share, bro. You get the biggest piece of the cake, you know, besides my parents, you know? You get the second biggest. Family comes first.
Respect.
My parents, they brought me into this world, so they get the big piece of the cake, you know? They probably get their own cake. And I'll share a cake with you, you know?
Say less.
But yeah, so I'm like, it's I think it was that. Like, when I really sat down and thought about it, I was like, that's why, bro. So it was like, and it wasn't just that teacher in specific. All the teachers, bro, like, they always, like, they just had it out for, like, our little group. And I was like, this is bullshit. I can't, I would never, like, I can't.
You're always like you would have rebellious moments and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I think it really stems from? I think it's the fact that, like, I know we joke around about it, but, like, you're an only child and shit.
Yeah.
Right? But your parents never had, like, other, like, kids to dish out, like, their, like, orders and, like, demands to. And it was just you. So eventually it comes to a point where you're like, all right, I've had it fucking enough. Especially as you're growing up in your teens, right? Like, 16, bro, was probably a messy fucking year for, like,
because those were kind of like the times where we started drinking.
Yeah,
like,
and exactly. Like, we wanted to do more and shit, but at the same time, our parents still had, like
you're 16, bro.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
you can't do
like,
shit.
We were going to, like, it's kind of crazy to think we were going to nightclubs at the age of 16. Like,
dude, younger.
15 probably was my first time. Maybe 15. I don't think I was 14. I was 15.
Yeah. It was actually kind of crazy.
You tell anyone anywhere else, like, I would literally say maybe
bro,
Eastern European, like
Europeans
who grew up in, like, not even, like, not in Germany and stuff, bro. Like, not in, like
France and Spain, Italy type of shit. Yeah, the nightlife is pretty popping at, like, a young age,
or,
but
like,
not as young
Eastern
as
Europe or something.
I don't even,
you know?
actually no. I think they probably started around this, give or take, the same, like, years as us. But if
Spain
you go to, like,
Spain did. I talked to people from Spain. They definitely.
But you go to, like, the U.S., bro, and some people haven't stepped foot in, like, a bar since they're 21. Granted,
maybe
like
18.
Granted, they couldn't, like, let's say, like, they just never got, like, a fake ID and shit. They just couldn't.
I mean, you're not gonna be 21 when you're 16. Like, the bouncer's gonna see right through. You know, you could think you have the most invincible fake in the world, and the bouncer gonna look at you and say, dude, there is no way you were born this. You know,
And crazy thing is, we never really had to get, like, ID here.
God, for the longest time, we never, like, bro, we didn't. Like, there was one, I think it was, you know, and we had those little shitty fakes.
The international student IDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, like, those got polluted, because then, like, literal, like, but at that age we were probably 10th graders.
Yeah.
We were 10th or 11th. And then,
Something
like
that.
fucking 8th graders started getting that ID, and it just busted it for us, because the bouncers were like, oh shit, like, okay, like, there's, like, no way.
You know what speaking about that, like, I guess to, like, older people, like, we probably came off as, like, little shits.
Oh yeah,
going
for
out
sure.
to but something about seeing, like, now that we've grown up and seeing those, like, people our age back then, like, go out now, something about them seems way more obnoxious than, like, when
I just think they would,
bro.
like,
I don't know why they're all, like, dripped out and shit now, and, like, bro, we don't care
like,
about, like, fashion like that, but these kids, like, try hard now.
I think
it actually, like, triggers me for some reason, bro. Also, kids are just hooking up way too early. It's kind of fucked.
What do you mean? Like, what
like,
would you say?
Like, dude, like, I've heard, like, people that, like, with, like, younger siblings, like, have, like, a body count of 5+ when they're, like, 14, bro.
That
15,
is crazy. Yeah.
Bro, like,
Wait, like you're talking
Keep-
about body count of sex?
Yes.
14 or 15?
Yes, bro. Especially, dude. Don't even get me started on like the U.S. Right?
Oh, the U.S. is bad, bro.
But like,
you gotta think, bro. When you can't go to a bar, you know, like we were going to like,
Yeah,
bro. I would
but, like,
literally
why
consider a successful night going out to the like. I could come home, smile on my face, go to bed, and literally like fucking think I'm like the most successful man on the planet if all I had to do is make out with a girl in the club.
Yeah.
You know, like, but we were in those situations. You know, we went out to. I think the difference, like what you were saying about the kids now, is we went out solely to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like I literally used to go out with a strap, like a what do you call it?
Yeah.
String bag
Yeah.
on my back, and
Didn't
like
give a fuck.
I didn't give a fuck. I was just there with my friends in a club. We thought that was great, like just vibing, you know?
Yeah. I think it's just like everything like social media and everything just kind of corrupted like younger generations, like 2004 and younger, bro. Like
100%.
It's fucked, bro. Their mentality is like
It's changed.
Yeah.
Like they want to like act as if they're like 18 or 19, especially because they see like their older siblings doing it. They think it's okay.
Yeah.
And then they do it, and I'm just like, dude, like you're 14, you're 15, and you're like out here at a party, you're plastered.
It's really bad, actually, bro.
Yeah, and they're like, dude, I mean, shit. Back then, like,
bro, we didn't really do like
making out
shit.
was like a successful night. Like
Yeah,
they're out here like going to like fucking third base. Like, bro, you're what? You're like.
If you really think about it, back then all we did was like maybe we drank at like kind of a young age, 14, 15 and on.
Well, we
but like
did.
but like I'll touch on that right after this. But all we did was do that, and then all we did was fucking like play video games and like go to the mall.
Yeah.
Like jerk off, bro. Like sex wasn't really like on our mind. Like
it was
that.
like we were.
It was.
Like, it
but
was
like,
on our
bro,
mind. We were like, I'd love to, but
yeah,
like we.
but like it was kind of like out of our like realm.
It was out of our like we
yeah.
couldn't like there was just it was especially a lot of the girls we grew up around were like.
Different school culture. Different school.
culture.
Yeah. Not even school culture, just like
I mean, yeah, like
lifestyle culture.
Lifestyle, you know, like they weren't like y'all, you know, it takes two to tango, bro. Like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
facts.
So it's just not like now it's like both parties are down, so they're like fuck it, what?
Yeah.
Especially you got to think in the U.S. if you can't go to a bar, if you can't go to a club, and you know they're having house parties, they're drinking, and they're like, well, there's not much else to do now besides like experiment, and then they, you know, that's like we're not gonna have sex in the middle of a club.
Yeah.
You know, so if they're at a house party, there's rooms all around. They have like that's why I think it starts so early for them. You know, because just the surrounding, the situation they're in, it's just kind of like, what else are we gonna do? You know.
Speaking back to us drinking at an early age, I definitely do believe it fucked our brains.
100%.
Like,
I used to genuinely consider myself like way smarter than I do now. I think I mean, I'm smart in different ways. You know, like, but I genuinely think it like affected me, bro. Like if you think about it, we're 20, we've been drinking. I would say at a pretty frequent basis for 7 years now. That's pretty bad, bro. That's like thinking back on it, that's actually very bad. Like,
I don't remember. I don't really know what like direct effects it has on me and my like brain chemistry, but like I just know it fucked me in the head.
I definitely think it made us slower.
Yeah.
Like,
I also think like I don't remember shit well anymore. That's other things.
For me, like
that's like other substances too, which I will, you know, touch on later. But yeah, like I didn't do too well with like the ingestion of like things into my body, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we're not supposed to. It's a poison, you know.
Yeah.
But like, when I thought about that, I kind of had to sit down out and think about it for a moment. I was like, dude, like 7 years. That's a long time. Like, and we're 22. Like, we are still kids. Like, bro, if you think about it, most people have been doing it for like a year at our age. Like okay, most people, granted, in the U.S. I'm literally thinking this from the U.S. perspective. Like
the amount of stories we've had since we started.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I think we've experienced all the highs and the lows before people, like, our age have really scratched, like, the surface.
We did what, like mid, like 20s people do.
Like, how
I
think we've already peaked at alcoholism.
Yeah, I can feel myself on the decline.
Yeah.
Like,
and we're just 22 years old. That's fucking crazy.
Certain moments where, like, I mean, in a sense, it's good, though, because, like, back then, like, I swear to God, I could drink, like, I could be, like, blacked out. I'd wake up the next day and I'd like be like now if I get like that, my whole next day is ruined.
I mean,
Like the hangovers are.
I mean,
like,
look at us right now. I mean, shit. Like
the hangovers have gotten like steadily worse, and like bro, like the night I like okay, this like fuck it. I think I'm gonna tell this story. The worst, like the most drunk I've ever been in my life.
I'm excited.
How like the next day I woke up and I went to school.
High school.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was like one of the last days. It wasn't like a learning that like
Okay,
you know
okay,
like it was like the final assembly and all that, you know.
Yeah. We should have drank at those.
Bro, imagine, dude.
Why
We
didn't
should
we,
have gone
bro?
to prom turned. Because prom was so
Yeah, we were stone
fucking
cold
lame.
sober.
It's because
bro.
they kept on like they were threatening us like yo you won't graduate blah blah blah. I'm like shit.
But
you know.
I mean, I don't think we should. Did we even pregame? We did. We did pregame.
What? For
Prom, but we didn't like drink.
I
Like
didn't
that.
because
We didn't-
remember, I brought an out of school date. And I had to sign a form. Like I had my literal signature on a form saying like if you get caught with alcohol, you're not gonna graduate. So I'm like, yeah, I could wait till after. Like it's not worth it, bro. Like imagine making it through 12 years of school, just to be like drink on prom and be like, sorry, bro, you're not gonna graduate.
Yeah.
Like fuck that, bro. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't worth the risk to me. But anyways, yeah, like the next day after this, I woke up and I was like, you know, a little bit like, whoa, but like,
the day of school.
yeah, but like, if that happened now, the 2 days might have been fucked. Okay, so remember you were there. It was at MK11. Okay.
An apartment complex.
Location's not important. Yeah, an apartment complex. We were juniors, and for some reason we got it in our head like we're the seniors now, top of the food chain, baby.
Yeah.
You know, like let's drink, babe. No, we had like a weird face, like let's be dads and barbecue with beers. So we got like remember like we started up the barbecue. We it was raining, so we like struggled like for like 20 minutes to start up the barbecue pit. And I was like, nah, I'm from Texas, baby. Like I know how to barbecue. Like don't I'm like don't touch it. I know how to do it.
Yeah.
Eventually I got it started. You know, like Texan blood, baby. So I was like bet. We were like, and then we were like flipping burgers and shit with beers. So we started like that. And then while we're eating, someone was like, let's celebrate. Here's a bottle of champagne. So we
Okay.
started drinking champagne. And then
Okay.
like we finished dinner, we finished the champagne. We're like, why don't we crack open a bottle of wine? We cracked open because everyone brought a different alcohol.
Oh
So we
shit.
cracked open the wine. And we're like, wow, this, you know, it's pretty good. Smooth stuff, you know? Like, you know,
Wait, side
you know,
note.
swirl it around.
So, side note before you continue the story, like to prove that my brain is fucked from whatever the fuck like I've done to it,
You don't remember this.
I don't remember a single piece of like this story. Like
This is a good one.
what's
then.
good about him and like us two as like a podcast is that I don't know, like you will always
have
have,
a lot of
the
memory, bro.
memory, right? And so whenever you tell a story, even if I was part of it, you will like you guys will always get like
You're raw.
a raw, genuine
it's like
reaction.
You're rehearing it.
Yeah, and
You're
maybe
re-
I'll remember it, but sometimes like I genuinely have no recollection of it, and it's insane. But it's cool because it's like you're tucking me in bed and shit, and you just
Yeah,
tell
tugging
me
you like
a
a
night.
little lullaby,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, you tell me a fucking
So,
like nighttime story.
Where was I?
Wine.
Everyone brought different bottles.
Yeah.
So everyone brought, you know, like I thought, okay, maybe some people will bring. I think we had vodka too.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the wine, and then we're like, all right, we're done with the beers, the wine, the champagne. Let's get the real shit cracking, you know. So that's what we cracked open the bottle of vodka.
The
We said-
bootleg vodka when we bought from the fucking.
And we bought it for like fucking, let's call it
dirt cheap, just
dirt cheap.
like cheaper than
Like
it should.
it had
be.
to have been fake.
Yeah.
Like there's like that was some sketchy shit.
Yeah. You go on.
So then we start drinking vodka, right? And then we're like, all right, like why don't we go up and like swim, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I forget who it was. Someone's parents were like, here as a prize or like as a gift to you from us. Here's a
Mhm.
bottle of Bailey's. That
Oh, I
is
think
that is what threw me over the fucking edge, bro. That I've never since this day I smell Bailey's, I like puke in my mouth a lot.
But Bailey's is great though.
No, like I'll never drink it again because I remember that. Like I remember like it's like you know like when you're like it's like I was like a little pendulum, you know, or like a little like balance beam, and it's like what threw me over the edge. It just wrecked me, bro. So I can't handle it anymore. But we start drinking the Baileys, and then we go swimming.
Okay, now I'm starting to kind of.
You remember that night?
I think
we got finessed. That was.
Yes. Okay. Go. Yeah. Tell the story. Yeah.
So then, yeah. Basically, long story short, like, I was just blacked, bro. Like I was like.
This is the night before you went to school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This was like a Thursday, and
okay.
school was on a Friday.
Okay.
And. Yeah. So then eventually, like, I was like, dude, I need to go home, bro. Like I can't. So I think it was Juan. He ended up walking me down to my taxi, and I was like, I couldn't walk straight, bro. You know, like, I was just like completely wrecked. I get home, right? And my mom's still awake. She's like, hey, come say goodnight to me, and she's downstairs.
Is this not the same story as the pool, or no?
It is. Like, I'm just like, I'm skipping like to home.
I won't. I think the audience wants to know this story because it is hilarious. I know this part of the story.
The one
you're cutting out a
big
part of the night.
I don't want to tell it.
No, bro. We start a podcast so we can talk about anything and our fucking hilarious ass stories. You can't. Thank God I remember that part because you were gonna fucking finesse me and the fucking tens of our audience out of this fucking amazing story. So. No.
Damn. Okay.
Rewind back to when we're drinking the Baileys.
Okay.
Okay. What are you, race car? Okay.
Alright. I mean, I guess that's, it's better than being a fucking Myvi.
Okay, just go on.
Anyways. Yeah, so, damn. Okay. So we're at the pool, we're drinking the Baileys. And for some reason, I'm drunk. I'm looking around at our I'm like, well, there's some girls here. I should try and kiss one of them.
It's our friends.
Yeah.
It's our friends. Yeah. It's our friends, like our homies. Like
literal homies.
We see them every day.
And I was just like, fuck it. I want to make out with someone tonight. I was like, I'm going to do it. And I was like, hey, you, come here. Give me a kiss. And she's like, no. I'm not that easy. I'm like,
hard to get,
Look over there playing little games, huh? All right. So she goes, if you can, I think I had to do a swimming race.
Okay.
And, so I did a fucking swimming. She's like, okay, you have to do a race to the end of the pool, and then you have to kiss Keegan.
Keegan, yeah, Keegan is our friend, one of our best friends.
She's like, you have to get, you and Keegan have to peck, and then I'll make out with you. So I was like, well, that seems like a fucking deal right there, say less. Did my swimming race, which probably, got the juices flowing in my stomach a little bit. And then me and Keegan pecked.
Was that on video or no?
Yeah, there is a video.
There's a video.
I think.
How have I never seen this video?
Lorette has it.
Okay. If I find this video, it may or may not be playing right here. Nah. Because I edit these podcasts. I don't know if I edit these podcasts. Right here,
bro. It's pretty bad. But
imagine it's a video of you guys just straight up slobbering over each other's lips.
Fuck, man.
Like some fucking porno makeout type shit.
I know it's not. I've seen the video.
Okay.
If it was like that, I would not be bringing it up because then people would be like, yo, like,
are you or are you not gay?
And I'd be like, I am very much so straight.
Yeah, okay.
But then they'd be like, well, dude, he's saying that with too much confidence. He's definitely gay,
Yeah.
So, anyways. But yeah, at the end of the story, or at the end of the whole thing, I was promised to make out, and I never got it. I was finessed, and it was all just, I think I ended up trying to kiss a tree that night. I was I was a palm tree, and I was, it was that bad. Damn. So, and yeah, I didn't even know, you could tell me that this is left, I would have believed you. You could have told me go left, and I would have gone right. Bro, I would have gone backwards, bro. But anyways, so that... Yes, it happened. I'm not proud of it, but it did. So now I'm in the cab home, puking out the window, right? I puke. I'm like, all right, I'm good. Fuck it. I'll go to bed, go to school, whatever.
Wait, you're in a cab?
Yeah, this is on the cab home. And I get home, right? My mom's still awake, and she's downstairs. And
what time is this? Midnight?
1.
Okay.
And then she's like, maybe midnight. It was just we had school, so probably midnight. We started early. We started at fucking 4.
Yeah.
And she's like, come down, say goodnight, So it's like, oh, shh, I almost tripped down the stairs. I'm literally holding on to the...
Yo, what would you do? You go down...
Fucking spit it out, bro. Spit it out. Look at this guy, bro. He thinks he's so funny he can't even. Just say it. It can't be that.
It's not that funny. It's not that funny.
It is. I want to know. You can't do this shit to me.
Okay.
Breathe.
I'm dead.
I need to know.
It's not even funny, bro.
I need to know.
Okay.
I need to know, bro.
Okay. Ooh. That was a hoot and a half, bro. That was a hoot and a half, bro. Okay. You come down.
Oh my god, I've never seen anyone struggle this much to tell a story, bro.
My stomach. Okay. Slap me hard. Oh.
Harder?
Alright, nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
You come down.
I will smack you hard if you.
Please. I can't stop laughing. Oh, okay. You come down the stairs, struggling, and she just has a fucking fat bottle of Baileys. She's like, are you ready to party, Daniel?
No, but actually,
Stop! Man down. Alright, we good on the audio? Okay.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry, like, I'm gonna have to edit the fucking... That shit was probably hella loud to you guys, but fuck me, I don't know why I was laughing, like, so hard, but yeah, go on.
At that point, I hadn't yacked though, so like, I probably would have done it, bro. Like, I was so drunk that I was like, party where?
Like a fat bottle of the Baileys.
Oh.
And like 3 lines of Coke.
Well, fuck, I would have done it.
Yeah, probably. If you were that
if I kissed the palm tree, I definitely would have done the fucking
Yeah.
more out. Yeah. So, but I'm literally, I almost fall down the stairs. I'm holding on like this, bro. I'm looking, and she's like, "Are you drunk?" I'm like, "No, swear, just tripped." She's like, "Come down, give me a hug, right?" She's like, "You smell like alcohol." I'm like, "No, it's not." She's like, "Just go to fucking bed, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, good night." I go up to my room, and I was so drunk, I was just like, all right, fuck it. Like, I puked on my pillow and just went to bed. And then I couldn't even get up to go, like, I had the spins, so I just...
Oh, spins.
Then I was like, fuck it, I'm not even gonna get up to go to the toilet. I already puked on my pillow. I just make it worse. I puked on the side of my bed. I puked right here. Like, I puked on both sides of my bed, and then my mom comes into my room and finds me passed out, like, literally with my cheek and, in the puke on my pillow, just...
Oh my god, do you remember, like, yakking?
Not really, I don't remember much of that. I did just,
yak?
like, what she told me, like, what...
Oh, okay.
And then she wakes me up, makes me take a shower, like, cleans the floor up, and, like, changes the pillows, you know? And then, like, I woke up the next day, my mom's hella pissed, bro. I was not feeling too...
And she would drive you to school, no?
Yeah, and I think maybe I took the bus.
No way, you didn't take the bus.
I sometimes.
Oh, really? Just to go there?
Yeah. Or back, depends, like, if they're busy or not, in the after school. But, yeah, then I had some oatmeal, came up, yacked it out.
Oh, why the fuck would you eat oatmeal when you're fucking...
I don't know, bro. My parents cooked breakfast. Back then, I didn't cook, so I was like, fuck it. This is what's on the table. I'm going to try and eat it, you know?
Yeah.
I yacked and went to school, bro. And, like, but my point is, if that happened now... there's
no way
absolutely
you'd go to school.
No way, like, there's no way. I'm on the couch.
One thing I fucking, like, don't miss about school is how you had to, like, it was basically mandatory to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Right? In college, you could feel like ass or you have something else, like, you know, on your plate, and you could just not go.
And
no one's forcing you.
Like, it's yeah.
That, like, I fucking hated that about school. First of all, you had to wake up fucking butt
ass early.
Yeah,
bro.
like, right?
Like, dude, that shit started at, like, 7:30.
Yeah, and then you have to put on a uniform. We went to international school, so uniforms.
Yeah,
right? And it was
our uniform wasn't even too bad, bro. Imagine we had to put, like, a tie and shit. Some schools have to do the ties.
That's some lame shit, bro.
Yeah,
if you're wearing a tie to school, bro...
You go into, like,
You can never say you, like... you were a fucking like private school kid that fucking like you had no hardships like that you could rap about.
No.
Right?
Yeah. Like, there's like you can't be a rapper if you
if you're a rapper, bro, and you went to a private school with like a tie, bro, someone's gonna find that photo and just flame the fuck out of you.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. But yeah, I know, like, you know what else I don't miss is, like, sometimes when you would be absent, this is, again, like, kind of full circle, you know, going back into, like, why, like, with my aspirations. That actually a big, like, detour, but fuck it, you know, it was a good one. But sometimes the teachers would, like, call you, bro. Like, they, like, you know, no, they never had the teachers obviously didn't have your number. Here's the worst, is when these little rats in our class would, like, who had our number, would call us and like put the teacher on the phone. Like, that's happened to me before. Like, where I stayed home.
That's some narc shit.
I stayed home sick, and I get a call from like one of the nerds, and I'm just like, the fuck is this guy calling me for? You know, like what? Like, why? So I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, hey man, like, where are you? I'm like, I'm at home. I'm sick. And then out of nowhere, like, the teacher's on the phone. It's like, so why are you not in my class? I'm like, bitch, like, mind your own business, bro. Like, what's the big deal? Like, what's me not being there? Like, gonna like that's like it just tied down like with work, bro. Like, sorry, like, I want to be able, like, if I wake up on a Monday and I'm like, I'm not doing shit today, I should have that, like, you know, it's like, why? Yeah. Like, work is like a 9 to 5. It's mandatory, bro. You could use all your sick days and your vacation days, and then you could wake up with a fat fever, and you'd be like, well, still got to go to work. I'm out of vacation, you know? Like,
yeah, that is kind of crazy.
And it's mandatory. Like, you got to punch the clock. Like, you literally, like, what if I get my work done by noon? Why the fuck do I have to stay there till 5? Like, where's the...
That's why...
Like, I don't agree with that logic, bro.
9
it's
to
like
5,
you're a time slave.
I think 9 to 5 sucks. Sorry. 9 to 5 sucks.
Not again, bro.
No, okay. 9 to 5
you
sucks.
You get to the office, they have a big bottle of Bailey's or something.
No. 9 to 5 sucks when it's in person. But when it's, like, virtual, I wouldn't hate it because... You bang out your work, let's say you have to do a meeting and shit, but, like, if you bang out your fucking
even
work...
online business, bro, you're still doing meetings. Like, everyone...
Yeah,
you're never going to get out of meetings, but it's like you do it from your room.
Yeah. No, it's like... If you're doing work virtually to, like, a 9 to 5, like, job, right? You basically still have a pretty... Time. Yeah, you have a pretty good, like, schedule to do, like, other shit while... Like, be more productive,
and you
rather
get
than just
the flow
sit in
of
the
things,
office.
You know? So you realize, like, okay, like, during this time, like, no, like, I can go to the gym.
Yeah. I think that's one thing that COVID fucking, like, was clutch with, is the availability of, like...
Remote jobs.
Yeah. And also, just, like, it's smart, bro. Like,
saves office space.
Exactly.
Like, it makes money make sense, bro. It's like, the only thing is I would like that, like, maybe you don't, like, meet, but you still meet people, bro. Like, you could maybe, like, here's the thing is, like, you could have, like, networking events with your company in person.
Yeah.
And then work, like, bro, I don't need to go to the office to meet people. Like, everyone's like, oh, but I want to go to the office to, like, meet people. Fuck that, bro. Like, meet them online, and then if they seem cool, bro, like, go out for drinks or coffee or something, you know? Yeah. Like, why, like, because the thing is, if you have a remote job, you can wait, like, let's say you start at 9, you can wake up at 8, have a nice, not even, like, you could, like, let's just say 8, you know, have a little hour, like, wake up, like, take a shower, have some breakfast, and then start work. But if you work at 9 and you have, like, a 30-40 minute commute with, like, rush hour traffic, you're up at, like, 7.
Yeah, earlier sometimes.
And then you leave at 5, you leave peak rush hour. You don't get home till 6. Let's call it 6. Let's say it takes you an hour. You're pooped. You were up at like, you're not gonna want to go to the gym. You're just gonna want to, like, eat.
You probably didn't even eat, like, enough, right? And then
you didn't get your calorie. Like, it's and that, I genuinely think that's what persists to, like that's it plays a part in obesity. Like, it's all interconnected. Like, it plays a part in obesity. Why, as you know, you see someone in their 40s or 50s and they're like, when I was young, man, I used to have a 6-pack. I used to look just like you. I used to be pretty built.
Now
they
look like a melted
and now they're
ice
like
cream.
got a barrel.
Yeah, they look
fat,
like melted ice cream. Bro.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, what happened? They're like, man, when you start working, I'm like, yeah, like, that makes sense to me, bro. I had, like, friends doing internships. They're 22. When you got peak tests, like, your energy levels are high, and even them, like, they would, like, not want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Imagine as you get older, when you're 35, 36, you know, 40. That like you like the gym, you're just like fuck it, like whatever.
Damn, bro.
Like I don't need it anymore.
You're stressing me out, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And
So
remember,
like
we're still young.
that alone scared the shit out of me. Like it literally, I sat back. I was going to. I couldn't sleep that whole night. I sat up. I was like, I don't want this. Like I can't. Like I don't think that I could accept this as the rest of my life. Because that means I've peaked. That means I've literally lived like the most fun part of my life is over next year or in December. I turn 22. I get a job and like it's clips until I'm 65 and I retire. I'm just gonna do the exact same shit. 2 weeks of vacation every year. You work 10 years for the company, you get another week. Wow.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's ridiculous, man. Like,
Yeah.
you literally...
You work fucking 5 years
you
for the
live
company.
to work.
You work 5 years for the company, and you get a fucking mug with your name and the fucking company logo.
Exactly, bro. I've seen people, like... I mean, and dude, sometimes I wish I had that mindset because life would just be easier. You know? But
it's some NPC shit. I'm not gonna lie.
It is. 100%.
My approach with 9 to 5 is that it sucks. It fucking blows. Like, if I had the choice not to, obviously I fucking wouldn't, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm gonna have to, like, you know, dip my toes a little bit just for, like, you know, making money. It's a little bit of, like, financial, like, support and, like, security and shit. Until I really figure out... While I'm working, though, I, you know, ideally figure out some side hustles. You know, use the money I make from my job to, like, support whatever side hustles. And then if the side hustles, you know, hopefully fucking become successful, you know, and I find genuine passion in that, then that becomes my main source of income.
Exactly.
But, you know, I don't see 9 to 5
but that's...
as, like, the, like, thing I do.
So, yeah, I mean, but, like, from what I gather from what you're saying is it's like you're going to use... the money you make at the job to like invest. Like the thing is, the dangerous trap with that is like you have to be really disciplined to do that. Like most people, what they do is they get into that situation. They're like, well, and they go to work. They come back. They're not gonna want to bust their ass like from like 6 to 9 or like 7 to 9 on like their side hustle. You know, most people just get complacent and lazy. Yeah. And they just say, oh well, I just got a pay raise. You know, like. I saw a quote and it was like, damn, like it's facts. It's like the salary is the drug that they give you to keep you coming back, like to keep you, you know? Obviously, you know, it's nice to have that security and stuff, but it's like literally, the problem is most people up there's like their sense of life, their style of life when they get a pay raise. And it always keeps them at the same level. Like they get a pay raise, they're like, oh, bet I can rent a BMW now. So they look rich, but they're actually poor as fuck. They're living paycheck to paycheck. You know, like they don't understand like how like most people get lost in the sauce. Like they do it, they say they're gonna start their side, and then they get lost.
That's the thing.
You get a wife and kids, and you can't take risks when you have a wife and kid. You're done.
No, I don't plan on starting that. Hopefully,
I want to be financially secure before I do that. Like, there's not like
I don't want to do it too young, but not too late. So maybe
I would say
30,
like
mid-30s,
late 30s.
Yeah,
is a good age.
But yeah, I mean, back to what you were saying. Yeah, that definitely is something that like could happen. It's just a matter of putting that time to research and like find that passion.
It has to be a passion.
You know?
It can't feel like you're working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We can cut that out, but... You want to have a stare down?
Sure.
Fuck you, bro.
Sure. You just lost, bro. Wait, I can't, like 4 seconds in, bro.
I can't blink in a stare down?
Oh, I thought we were doing staring contest.
I mean, no, stare down. Like, I'm allowed to blink, bro.
No, there's no point, bro. What the fuck? Like,
I'm tired. Like, I can't keep my eyes open.
Bro, this is fucking like the night before a UFC fight, bro. What were we staring like? No, bro.
Yeah.
We're not fighting. We're lovers. No way. wait. No. That is not what. Oh God.
Pause.
No. This podcast gets like the worst. Like, cause I speak before I think. Like on a podcast. Yeah. And everything just flows out of my mouth.
Yeah, like mouth diarrhea type shit.
Yeah, right? So, you're gonna get a lot of out of context just shit out of me.
Yeah, I mean, that's good, bro. That's good for the content, you know?
Yeah, until fucking I get canceled in fucking 10 years when I'm running for fucking president.
You're never gonna run for president. You're gonna be dead before that.
Damn.
Well, I mean, maybe.
10 years? You don't be dead within.
Nah, like longer, bro. Like how do you think you're like? How do you think you're gonna die if you were to like have like one perspective?
Oh.
Like if you were to have one vision of like what do you think would be the cause?
I could give you like three.
Give me three possibilities. Like give me some possibilities. Like what are like your cause of death? What's gonna be like? How are you gonna go out?
One is gonna be anticlimactic as fuck, and it's gonna be me, like. I'm just on my phone trying to like outside, and I'm like crossing the street and shit, and I'm just within a second the bus is just gonna murk my shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be flattened like a pancake.
Damn. That's.
Yeah.
You just look to your side, you just hear like flashing lights in the hole. Yeah, damn.
That's it.
It's clips.
Yeah. Second one. We're thinking of like extremes here. I'm gonna go on a very hard drug binge. And I'm going to like
You're gonna OD.
I'm gonna snort like a fucked like batch of like coke or something.
And get some fentanyl.
Yeah, and get some fentanyl. I don't do coke. Just throwing it out there. So if anyone wants to clip this, I don't do drugs. I don't.
You will in the future.
Besides love. Love is the greatest drug.
Shut up with your cringe ass.
And then number 3 would be me trying to do some like bucket list shit and it just doesn't work. Like
bungee jumping in the cable snaps.
Yeah, like bungee jumping or like skydiving. And like one time I finally faced my like fears, I jump out the plane
and you forget the parachute.
Okay, I'm not that stupid, bro. Like it just like doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh, like you get tangled like
yeah.
That'd be a bad way to go, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine you're just like the ground's getting closer and closer and you're just like, well, shit.
Yeah.
Nah, that would
That's all. That's probably the
awful.
worst way.
I mean, I feel like the death would be quick. Like, you just know you're gonna die.
But that's the worst way to die, in my opinion. I think the bus is the best way to die.
Nah,
out of the 3.
No,
because you don't even register.
I think you could survive the bus, bro.
Okay,
like,
let's
that
say
puts you in a coma and shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you survive jumping out of a plane, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you hit the ground, like you're done. Like, and you're
done. Yeah,
but
the fact that you have to like understand within the like next 30 seconds that you are falling to your death and nothing happens. Like, there's no way of escaping it. The bus is like you're chilling and then your life's over, but you don't get to register.
You don't even get to think about it though.
But I honestly want to go out that way because death fucking scares me.
What do you think is the worst way to die?
Scares me, bro.
Of course. I mean, that's what fear is, bro.
Yeah.
Like every human is like naturally scared of like dying.
Yeah.
That's
so
why.
Why the fuck would I want 30 seconds of the last 30 seconds of my life to think about like what can I think about like my path, like I don't know, your life flashing before your eyes, like shit, or
you get like a little like Prezi of just your life for 30 seconds.
Prezi? Why not like Microsoft PowerPoint?
Fuck Microsoft,
like
Google,
Google,
they're
Slides.
mainstream, bro.
Oh, you don't like the mainstream? You like them like the indie motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Underground.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think you'll die?
I think like the most, okay, now I'm gonna, knock on wood because I'm still a menace with this, but I think like it could be like the way I drive. Like one day I'm just gonna make like a ballsy move and it's just not gonna work out, bro. Like,
yeah.
I think I'm a safe
Don't be
menace.
doing that with like fucking like 18-wheelers, bro.
No, bro. Like
yeah,
I don't be skirting between 18-wheelers.
Yeah, but like, fucking you gotta chill a bit with your driving, bro. Like, you're a great driver. Like, when I'm in the passenger, there's 3 people. Besides like my family, I wouldn't like count them. Like, they're a whole different thing. But there's only like 2 or 3 people that I would trust like my life with, like with driving. If I was in the passenger seat, there's you're one of them. The other 2, it doesn't really matter, but. Yeah, you're one of them. Yeah. So like,
I know I'm a menace.
Come on, you got my life in your.
I'm just very aggressive. Like I don't do stupid shit. I don't go fat. Like
you're an asshole on the road.
Like yeah, but I'm not like doing stuff that like really puts your life at risk. Like I'd be cutting people off and like like if I see a big line, and I'm like, why would I wait in this for 30 minutes when I can just drive in the other like in the lane like. That's not full, and then just at the last minute cut in front of someone.
Yeah, but that last minute is like the scary, like.
Yeah, but it's like low speed. Like the worst thing that's gonna happen is like I'm just gonna like they're gonna hit me in like the back or something, or I'm like
best case scenario.
Like at a toll booth or something. It's like that's not gonna like kill you,
Especially if you drive the way you drive on like let's say like a Friday night, right?
But I never
drunk driver. let's say you're not drinking or anything. You're going to see some friends, and next thing you know, a fucking drunk driver just takes your life. He's a selfish like dick for that, but like.
But I mean, there's nothing you could like. What do you mean? Like you just
no, but like you went at a fucking red light, right?
But I don't be running red lights.
Let's say it's like fucking middle of the night, no one's on the fucking road, or you think, and you fucking run that red light, and then boom, fucking out of left field, fucking dude just smashes into your car and you're gone.
Yeah, I mean, that shit could happen to anyone.
Or bro, like you could be a fucking like dude that you pissed off on the road, and he wants to fucking like
that's the
tail your shit and then
shoot you.
Either shoot you or fucking you make one direction, he makes another, and there's just not miscommunication, but like, you know, obviously it passes the level like just intimidation, and then you guys just do you both do like two wrong moves, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I honestly could say I know this because I'm caught, like I keep that in the back of my head. In the States, I'm not as much of a menace. Like I don't be like flipping people off, or I don't be like, you know, like really like aggressively cut. Also, like over there, you don't really need to. Like traffic just flows better, you know.
I mean,
but like I know in Texas, like if I piss the wrong person off on the road, like these motherfuckers are crazy. They'll just pull a gun on me and shoot me.
Yeah. I don't think you'd enjoy like New York, bro.
No, that would drive me crazy.
I think it's stupid to get a car in like New York.
Like I could, yeah. Like when we drove, like dude, it took it was what, like New York is the one place. I mean I could, but like I genuinely like I could just walk.
Also, parking's fucked.
I honestly think if I lived in New York, I'd get like a electric scooter or something and just scooter around everywhere, bro. Or like a little moped. I feel like I could get through the city real quick on a moped, bro.
You got a moped?
Or something like a little Vespa, like be Italian or something.
A Vespa?
Yeah.
That's some fucking Italian
exactly,
shit,
bro. I'd
dude.
be super Italian, you know.
Speaking of Italian, I'm not gonna lie, Italian food is fucking overrated.
That's bullshit.
Well, why?
Like you're gonna you're gonna look at me in the eyes and tell me the pizza is overrated.
Okay, but the pizza that we know and love is like American pizza.
American pizza, bro.
What? Is that not true,
Pizza is not American. It's Italian.
Okay, but
like a nice a thin crust wood. Like if you told me I could eat that every day, I'd give my left nut. I'd make a deal and still be lean. Like still be lean. Obviously, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like to me, sign me up. That's a deal. As long as I can still have kids, deal. Take it, bro. All yours.
Damn.
Swear to God.
Bro, but like we got innovators like Papa John, Little Caesar, Mr. Domino, the Hut of Pizzas. Those were the fucking. That's like those were the conglomerates that innovated pizza and put it on the map, bro.
Nah, but like, yes, they made it more worldwide of a food, but like, bro, then you have some little dude named Mario, and okay, that's a very generic Italian name.
Baby whipping up like the fucking.
Let's even say you have Mr. Schipano, like my great ancestor, making a proper pizza, bro. Sure, he didn't have the capability to make it go worldwide like Domino's and shit, but that right there is a quality pizza. That right there is the type of pizza you're gonna put in your mouth and you're gonna be like, oh my god, that's good. I want some more of that.
Okay. I'll give pizza a pass.
It makes your eyes roll back in your head. You're like, whoa. It's like an orgasm for your mouth, bro. For your mouth. Can you ever have an orgasm in your mouth? No, but pizza makes you, or at least it makes me.
Okay, I'll give pizza like a pass. You know, like
a pass.
No, like
A+. You're giving it a C, bro? Give that shit an A+, bro.
What I mean is like, pizza deserves its flowers, but I wouldn't necessarily classify it as like straight up like Italian, like known like dishes.
Yeah.
Name me some fucking Italian dishes.
Panzerotti.
Mids.
What do you mean mids, bro?
Go.
Spaghetti bolognese.
Fucking mids, bro.
Mids. Okay, carbonara.
It's alright. You get sick of it after once, and then you're like,
nah.
fuck, there's hella cream and
Nah, bro. How? It's cheese, bro.
Okay, keep going.
Shit. I mean, like, you really kind of, like, caught me at, like, a bad time, you know?
Alright, my point is that it's straight carbs and cheese, bro. Italian food slaps when you, like, want it at the moment, But like after that, there's no like replay value.
Okay, fine.
There's no replay value to Italian food. You get sick of it fucking quick.
I don't get sick of pizza or pasta.
Again, pizza's different.
Or any of certain foods.
You're
Okay.
fucking telling me you can eat a fucking like carbonara for lunch and then a fucking bolognese for dinner?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're fucking sick in the head, bro. What the fuck?
I could easily, bro. Like you told me that if I could have pizza for breakfast, carbonara for lunch, and bolognese for dinner,
That is awful.
and still be lean,
bro.
I'm doing it, bro.
You'd break your fucking toilet pipes, bro.
I mean, there's like as long as I did as long as if there was health benefits, or not benefits, but if there was no detrimental effects on my health, I'm doing it, bro.
You know what's probably the best?
What's your favorite cuisine of food? If you're gonna say Italian food,
it's a toss up between Japanese.
okay,
And
that's overhyped though, bro. Like it's good, but it's not like that good to be like a favorite.
Well, I lived in Japan, so like I love Japanese food.
Mhm.
You know, have you ever tried eel unagi?
Yeah.
Shit's busting, bro. That's like the steak of the sea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like tilapia is like the chicken of the sea. You know, it's just like
It is.
Yeah, I mean, it's everywhere. You know.
True. But yeah, Japanese food slaps almost every time. Although I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't have much replay value if you eat it. Like I can't personally eat it like every day.
It's more of like a special occasion. But like, bro, you know what's one cuisine I genuinely think I could eat like every day is Arabic food.
That's what that's
Like,
gonna be my
Arabic food
second
is
choice.
probably like my top cuisine.
That's
Like,
gonna
I
be my
love
second
it, bro.
choice. It's so good. I
Like
think
it's just everything. Like they have it's holistic. You know, they have your rice, your beef, it's your chicken, your kebabs, bro, your dips, the breads, it's just
shawarma,
like
the
hummus,
drinks, bro.
Like,
Lassi Indian, but
I mean,
they have like super similar like yogurt and shit. But yeah,
it's just like the best quiz, like hands down. Like that's part of the reason I would like not mind living in the Middle East or anything is because, bro, like I just have steady access to like proper like that food for me is just the best.
You know what I feel bad for though? People who like haven't tried culture like other cultures' foods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
They're missing out.
yeah, like bro, I have like friends when I was in the US, right, in college, and I'm like, yo, you want to get some Indian food? I'm like in the mood for some Indian food and shit. They're like, I've never had it.
That's crazy.
Right? It's like there's so much like culture
Like
in
so much
just
out
food,
there.
bro. In just food, there's so much like culture you can experience, bro. And one thing is, like, you don't get the authentic, you know, foods of like that culture depending on where you go. You know what I'm saying? You have to find like the right place for that like authenticness.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
Besides
like,
going to the actual country.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, there's obviously like, especially in big U.S. cities like New York.
Yeah.
Or, like Houston, you can find it. But there's a lot of times like a little tiny mom and pop store, like someone that moved from like Vietnam to make like proper like Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like a big chain. Like it's just one small location. You have to find them.
And people that travel to other countries, but eat their home food, or like just like fucking like
they go like McDonald's or something.
Yeah, right.
Like, why, bro? Like they go to like the Middle East and they don't try Arabic food. I'm like,
that's
what?
insane, bro.
Like, what's wrong with you? You're literally like at that point, like I have no remorse for you. Like you're actually like missing out, like on probably like you're missing out.
I think that's the definition of like uncultured swine.
Like literally like there's people who like haven't traveled because they haven't had the opportunity.
Yeah.
But then there's people who just like are like, nah, nope, I'm gonna stay here and like fuck that food. It's not gonna be as good as like McDonald's or like KFC. Like like, dude, you're actually delusional.
My favorite kind of people or people who are like described as people who are described as uncultured. So like let's say white people, right?
Yeah.
You know, they don't put much seasoning on their food and shit. But they are always down and they love chances are you are going to love food. Yeah, you're going to love one of these cultures' foods, you know, not Indian food,
or at least
for
one
everything.
dish.
Yeah. You know, there's always going to be like that one dish that you love and it hits for you, right? And it's like there's so much like that's one thing that motivates me about traveling too is traveling and trying out the foods, authentic foods.
Yeah, cuz you get like bro, whenever I fly to Dubai, like I'm ready. Like I'm gonna go destroy some Arabic food, bro.
Yeah.
Like I already tasted it in my mouth before I even arrive. Like I'm just ready to go kill a whole bowl of hummus and like pita bread and a nice shawarma, bro. Like some kebabs, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm just ready.
I might go for a shawarma after this, bro.
Dude,
So that would hit.
And I could like just for me like literally like a simple like a bowl of hummus and pita bread. I'm like happy, bro.
It slaps.
It's amazing, bro. And it's really not that bad for you like nutritionally.
Just with chickpeas.
I mean, it's just a little bit of like like good protein, chickpeas and like
A little bit
tahini.
of oil.
It's like sesame paste.
Yeah.
The fats come from the oil,
It's good.
but you can do it without the olive oil. You know.
It's insane how some people just haven't tried like
Yeah.
these foods, bro. I mean,
It's really I don't get it.
same thing applies to like the woman they go for, bro. If you
They
ain't
just-
if you ain't open to try different cultures' foods, chances are they're not down to date out of their own race either.
Yeah, most people like
You know, I aspire to be a parent of a mixed race baby. That's actually my goal.
What races would you ideally, you would bring the Malay side, but what would you
I'd bring the Asian side. You know,
what would ideally be the other side?
Cause I have like Filipino, a lot of Filipino in me, and then I have like a bit of Chinese, 1% Madagascarian.
He likes to move it.
Yeah. Great series of movies.
Bangers,
Yeah.
bro. Bangers.
Animation was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
A lot of like I think I have Middle Eastern in me too and shit, but like let's say predominantly Asian, Southeast Asian. I don't know, bro. Like I think like I'd want like a Wasian kid or some shit, or like
Do you want to marry a white girl?
I don't know. Like
If you're gonna make a Wasian, you have to marry a white girl.
Realistically, it'd probably be like a Wasian girl
You're gonna marry.
or a mixed girl. If I ever married and
Do you
had
think
kids
that
with a
like
mixed,
an Asian a Wasian? Because like for some reason whenever a white white girl and a white.
you mean Asian?
Sorry, white guy. Fuck, I'm tripping up here.
White parent, Asian
White
parent.
Asian parent. Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ!
don't know why that was so hard. My
Yeah.
brain was just like, duh.
Yeah.
They just I don't know what it is,
They
bro.
make
But the kids just come out like attractive.
I think I cracked that. I think I cracked that like formula.
What?
It has to be the older white guy and the fucking like small like younger Asian mom. I don't know why. Okay, I think that like dynamic is kind of weird. Especially if it's like an older white guy.
I mean, it's just like
right? But it always works for some
It's
reason.
crazy.
Like Asian women are suckers for older white guys, and white guys are fucking
It's like
fetishized.
it's like a mutually beneficial agreement if you think about it. Like maybe the Asian girl or you don't want to always say that. Like if sometimes it's like maybe they don't come from money and then this dude has money, so she's kind of catching a dub there, and then he's like, well, I'm 60 or like maybe let's say 50.
Yeah.
My wife's like 30.
Yeah.
Like that's a dub for him. Like
Yeah.
it's like prime age, right? So he's like it's like a win-win,
Right.
And the kids come out good looking. So it's
So
like,
yeah, I'm gonna add on to that theory is they make the like I think the Wasian combination makes like the most like unique looking and in my opinion
They
the
all
most
have, like,
attractive
they all have like a flair.
mix, right? Yeah, it's such the mix like physically in the face like you can tell, but it's not a weird fucking combo on the face.
Yeah,
Like
it works.
Yeah, it fucking just meshes so well,
Yeah.
right? But I also have a theory on like looks, right? I generally think your kid is gonna like the kid is probably like fucking like really good looking if one of the parents has to be really clapped, like really ugly.
Sometimes both of the parents are clapped.
Yeah. Sometimes both the parents are clapped.
It's
there
like-
has to be at minimum one parent that is ugly as shit.
Yeah, and then the kid just
Fuck.
it's like the genes of like shit and shit makes like it's like
Two negatives make
it's like in math when two negatives make a positive.
Yeah.
It's just like how the fuck did this and this produce that?
Yeah, and it's like the most beautiful
Yeah.
fucking girl you've ever seen in your life.
it's just
But
like wow, bro.
That kind of bit me in the ass because I didn't think that through. I don't think I'm ugly, and I don't want to marry like a girl that I find ugly. I want to marry a girl that's beautiful to me.
Yeah.
So I hope my kid don't look fucking ugly as shit,
Maybe
bro.
I mean shit. Yeah.
You
And
know?
then again, bro, you also gotta think like, dude, there's no way like two really attractive people make an ugly kid. Like that's rare.
Bro, you'd be surprised, bro. Have you seen celebrities' kids? They sometimes
Yeah.
have some ugly ass kids, bro. But they only make it if they're in the entertainment industry and they're the kids of
But like, do you think?
Have you seen
like,
Sylvester Stallone's fucking daughters? He has like
that's
4 daughters.
Amazing, bro.
Jeez. Okay, I think like 2 of them are like. 18
There's
and
also
over.
like some sibling pairs where like one gets all the good genes and one just gets robbed.
Yeah, they get fucking
Like one is like
done
you're just, like,
dirty,
you don't
bro.
even look at them and you're like, wow, these are not siblings, you know? Like they just get completely done
I feel
dirty.
bad for them, bro.
Yeah, like I think that would be kind of like that would be detrimental to your confidence if like you knew your older sibling or like your you're the oldest sibling and and as your youngest sibling starts to glow up and like grow up.
You ain't changing.
Like imagine like people you hang around, like let's say it's like a 2-year gap. Like let's say
they all find your
sibling more attractive than than you.
It's probably worse if you're the same gender too.
Yeah,
right.
Because then it's like a jealousy.
Yeah. I feel like that's much worse with like 2 girls rather than 2 guys.
Because they fight like 2 guys. They'll be like whatever. I get you can like develop game or something.
Yeah, or I think the
like,
older one
funny.
would like teach the younger one like how to like, work your way
like 2
up.
girls, they start like if especially like a girl, they start to compete. I feel like, and there's like a big jealousy and it's like petty beef between 2 siblings, which can get pretty toxic.
Yeah, you need a healthy I feel. Do you ever wish you had siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of the time.
I mean, I feel like on family trips it would have been bussin', you know, like having siblings to like, cause you know, like now, okay, like granted, like when I was like 10 and we go to the beach, I'd be bored just tanning all day because I didn't appreciate it, you know. Now I'll sit there all day and tan, I like it. Or like we go to Vietnam, like it was boring for me. I mean, it was great to like, or like Cambodia, like going to see the temple. It was.
You don't always want to vibe with like your parents
because they want to do other like adult.
You want to
things,
vibe
you know?
with someone your age. Right.
Like when I look back on those experiences now, I'm like, wow, that's actually very special that I was able to see those places, and I'm grateful. But like back then, it was just like, dude,
you didn't grow up with someone that you could like joke around with. Like,
yeah,
your
like
parents
I
are always,
like they're like,
mature.
what's the history behind this pillar here? And I'm just like, I
want
want
that one looks like a dick.
Yeah,
right?
like I want to have someone to like, because then it's like still funny. It's like, dude, look at that one, looks like a dick and balls.
Yeah,
or, like, you know, like, whoa, look at titties. You know?
Yeah.
So like you would have like more fun and you would take in the experience, but like in a more like childlike way rather than more like going around with a tour guide and it's like, yeah, so that one right there was put up by the last survivor. Like, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
I spent a lot of time, at your house and shit. Your parents ever feel like I'm like another like kid?
Or yeah, no? I mean like they
or
love
no, or do they think I'm just like
an intruder? Like get the fuck out of our house.
Like I just show up and hey, what's up? It's me again.
That's mainly me. Like I'm just like, all right, dude, I've had enough of you. Like, go home.
You never do it. You're too nice for me to say that.
I'm too nice.
But I think that there's moments where you're like, you've hinted at it. I'm like, yeah, like I know.
Well, I mean, there's certain times like,
you're like, yeah, I'm tired and I'm planning on going to sleep. I'm like, yeah, I got the hint. Like,
well, I mean, there's certain times like, bro, last night when you were like, dude, let's stay up and talk. I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I ended up like, dude, I ended up passing out with my phone like right next to me. I didn't even charge it.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's how you know you're tired.
Dude, like I just fell asleep.
You didn't put prep.
No, like there was bro, I woke up like to a phone call, and I was like, why is my phone here? You know, like like that's I was that tired. Like I was like tonight I'm gonna it's like you have those nights like jet lag sleep where you just like you sleep like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no sleep greater. You know, but on that note, I think it's a good point to end this episode. I think this one's been pretty juicy. We got some good topics. So it's been International Idiots. I'm your co-host Daniel Shapano.
I'm Hariz Zolfa.
And thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week, baby.
Peace.
Stay idiotic.
We're not making that a thing.